잠깐만 기다리고 있어요.
네? 좀.
Which streaming service is better for recording dolls?
The chords are pretty vanilla. One thing that you may notice is that I went for a C sharp minor 7 with a sharp 5 as opposed to a regular C sharp minor 7. I thought that just added some, a cool little smooth flair because nobody expects to have a chord with a sharp 5. So that's how I spice it up. And I think that a lot of the strength of this little chord progression comes from the little notes, the little short licks that are being played in between. You got kind of like this staircase movement right here, which I really like. So yeah, and one thing of course needs to be said if you're listening to this chord progression and you're wondering, yes, my favorite song is indeed Fred. I had that chord progression down and it just really put me in a good mood. So I decided to immediately supplement that with a little guitar melody.
Hi. I'm here with our wellness woman of the hour, Jennifer Lee. What's the key to your glowing success? Well, I love what I do, but my other secret is SEMrush. I know what content to put out, what my competitors are doing, and now my business is thriving and my watch the streams. Wow. Ooh, this should be for a detox meal. Back to you, Bob. Shine the spotlight on your business with digital marketing tools from SEMrush.
This is our 2022 roundup of the best live streaming software for Windows PC right now. So after trying and testing all the top options, I've run through my short list of the best ones, as well as my pick for the best live streaming software for PC in 2022. Now, as we're going through, scroll down and let me know in the comments what live streaming software that you're currently using right now. What's your favorite feature? So when it comes to live streaming software on PC, you've got so many options. You've got things like VLive, StreamYard, OBS, Wirecast, Melon, Wave Video, Livestream, vMix, Prism Live, Minicam, Zoom, EVMux, Restream, XSplit, and that's not even all of them. So after so much trying and testing of all the top options, here's my shortlist for the best options. So option number one is OBS, and this works on Mac, PC, and Linux. This is one of the most popular options out there because it is open source. It is 100% free, but it also packs in a ton of features, not just for live streaming, but also for screen recording as well. So while it's got a ton of features.
What's good, music producers, and welcome to Curtis King TV. Today I want to talk to you about my 1-year experience. It's almost 1 year to the day when I started to do live streaming on a regular basis. I want to talk about what got me into it and why I feel like music producers should be looking at this as the main thing that should be in your weapon when it comes to building up a fan base, a loyal community, as well as helping to improve your skill set.
Okay, how's it going, everybody? It is Jerry. I'm going to make another video for you today. This one's going to be about probably the main question I get when I'm live streaming, which is how do you live stream yourself making music and how do you make sure the audio quality is good? I've been live streaming online for a little over a year, and what I found all of them easy, especially if you're trying to track and record and do everything like that. You want to make sure that you have something that you're not introducing a bunch of latency or inputs, and I'll explain why. Let's just picture we had two of these right on top of each other. So you're going to be using this normal one as your normal interface, right? You have your mics plugged into here or your instrument, whatever you want to do. So there's this headphone out. Now what you can do is get a headphone splitter and split it. So one lane goes to your headphones and the other lane is actually going to wrap around and go to the inputs of the second interface, the other one that you have. If you have a different interface that actually has extra lineouts in the back, I would use as your normal interface, right? You have your mics plugged into here or your instrument, whatever you want to do. So there's this headphone out. Now what you can do is get a headphone splitter and split it. So one lane goes to your headphones and the other lane is actually going to wrap around and go to the inputs of the second interface, the other one that you have. If you have a different interface that actually has extra lineouts in the back, I would use that instead of the headphones, but the headphone is there if you need it. Say you had the Scarlett that had 4 outputs on the back of it, you could take the other 2 outputs and route those in. It's going to make it a little bit easier for when you're trying to gain it to match the level, but regardless, you can use the headphone. It might not work just as good, but I would say it works 98% of the way. You might notice a little bit of difference in audio, but I tried it before. I used my line outs and I never saw any difference. I still had stereo information left and right. Here is my Focusrite interface. That's what's handling all of my audio. Now my mic, I'm running a separate mic into my camera, and that's what I'm actually using to talk with. That's a different subject. If you guys have questions about that, that's fine, let me know. But for most of you, what you're going to want is just to have it like this. So whatever your second interface is, the one that you had the 2 plugged into, you're going to come in here into OBS and click it. Okay, so let's go down here. Let's just do something that makes noise. Let's go down. Oh no, in this same selected, I don't have to built-in open right here. And what you can see is if I go into my settings, you're going to see under my audio tab here that I have just my normal interface, my universal audio Thunderbolt interface selected. I don't have to do anything different. I can still control it just like I normally would. I can pull it up and have it here and change all the settings as I would on it normally. I can do everything that I need to do. It doesn't matter what program you're running. Let's open up FL Studio. I'll show you the same thing. The other nice thing about doing it this way is you don't lose audio when you're switching between programs. You don't have to worry that, oh no, at this same live stream I was working on a project